Nation. What up, Buggy Maniacs? Buggy Maniacs? Chuggy Maniacs? Yeah, and Monster Truck Maniacs. Long as you're running back plates and aren't jacking with those full starts and rotor starts, you know that be some bullshit. Headaches. Alright people, I put a box tune on this. It's really too late to kind of get it dialed in, so I'm going to just, hopefully she stays idle and runs the way she is. I really just want to open this thing up. Kyosho mp9tki4 spec A race kit. This ain't no RCR. Okay? And we have a beast in there, people. That's the modded RCR LRP .32X spec 4 ceramic bearings. The only thing missing out of this baby is a DLC coated crank. 9886 Super Strong, now known as the 51021, and we got the 41032 header. Now, I want to do some experiments. I heard there's some challenges out there, carburetors, tune this, X-Tech that. Well, we know the X-Tech's a piece of shit. You can tune it somewhat on stock engines. I've never tried it on a mod, but I know on a stock LRP .32, $16.99, the Kyosho carburetor that comes on their RTR .25, no milling, no nothing, fits right on here. That's what I have on here right now. Check it out. That's no Rosa carburetor. Look. What I do like about the Kyosho carburetor is all the needles are on one side. High end, low end, idle. Well, if we blow this one up, I have another modded RCR. I have two of them. One that's in the box for parts, and this one here. This is the first one, actually. This isn't a brand new one. This is the first one, okay, that I got from Lance, modded, a while back. And I got the slicks on because the grass here is way too thick. I've got maybe 15 or 20 minutes till it's completely dark. So we're just gonna rip it. I got my street slicks on here that I've had forever. I mean, look at these things. There ain't nothing on there, people. She might be warmed up. We'll see if we can get somewhat of a tune on her. I'm running her really rich though. So, which I'd rather, since this thing is gonna scream. I've got I was gonna put a 17, but I put a 16 clutch bell on here, and then the stock whatever's in the Kyosho Spec A race kits. So should probably put a body on it. So let's hold on and put a body on it before we scream it. Oh, the reason you're seeing it like this, my GoPro, dumbass, I didn't even frickin' charge it all the way. I thought I did, so this is gonna have to do. This is just a little quick run of the, like I said, you know, I know Mr. Potato Head's doing the techno with the LRP RCR modded. I know Nitro Mike ripped his around and spanked the ass on an Arma 6S. I've ran this thing a couple times right now. I just put some more fuel in it. But I ran it in the grass, and it's so thick, it's just bouncing everywhere, pulling the wheelies, flipping all over the place. It's like out of control. At least this way, if I have to drift it, I can drift it, because it'll slide around. So, all right, people, let me put the body on. people. Please excuse my shitty camera work. Try to... Yeah, it's idling really high right now, so... But we're gonna see if we can rip her a little bit. Really hard to control. I don't have enough room to stop. So, Botticelli told me you can run other carburetors with the modified LRP32, or with a stock. But he said when you get it modded, the only carburetor that's going to be able to work is the Novorossy carburetor. Now, as I showed you guys, there's no Novorossy carburetor in here. This is a Kyosho carburetor. I can just drift. Oh yeah, she's got a lot of power, people. And I'm running her rich, like I said. Woo! I hit the brakes right after the camera, and I could barely stop right there. Sounds like she's warmed up, and I'm surprised these tires haven't shredded off yet. Like I said, this thing is pretty nasty in the Kyosho, and it's handling it, but it's spinning everywhere. Oh. Running a little rich, like I said, so. Actually, I'm running, probably, I could run it a little leaner, but. I don't want to run it any really lean. I'd rather run it a little over rich, just because I know this engine is screaming. and I'd rather not blow it up. Whoa! I hit the brakes, and it took about 15 feet to stop. There's not even enough room here. Like, I'm going like this, and I'm coming and I'm hitting the brakes right here, and it's almost hitting that wall because it keeps sliding, because these things are slick. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys, listen, LRP .32s, RCR modded, if you own one, they're nasty, and you know that. I know Mr. Frost knows that, and I know Potato Head knows that. If you don't own one, and you like a lot of uncontrollable ballistic power, I suggest that you go get one modded. If you're smart. Yeah, she's still, I can leave. She loads up a lot because I'm running her rich, but like I said, I'd rather run it rich. Uh-oh, fuel. Out of fuel. Having too much fun. Okay, remember the golden rule. Do as I say, not as I do. If you run it really rich, I mean, as rich as I've been running it, it's not a big deal. But I still don't recommend you running out of fuel, because that's no bueno. And we are empty. So anyway, she's okay. I know, as well as you guys know, if I put the Nova carburetor, this thing will be money. If it's decent like that, semi-race tune, I mean, you guys seen, I'll be honest with you, that's not like, the tune could be obviously a little bit better even though I'm running it rich, but considering that, that I just proved a point, because Bodegel told me that it wouldn't work well and would be harder as hell to tune, which it was a little bit at first if you run anything but the Nova RC carburetor. So I just proved my point that you can run the Kyosho carburetor. It's not too bad to tune. I just did a box tune. It was a little finicky at first. But just like most of these modded in, this thing, I'm surprised that these tires didn't just shred off. Anyway, here, hold on. Let me unplug it. Because you know the Muggy don't use no freaking switch. Because I've had too many runaways with switches. So, like I said, if you haven't, then don't worry about it. If you have, then signal lost. Now I will tell you, I gotta turn this off. This radio is one of the baddest assest radio. Just ask Elite RC. He has this, two of them, or one or two of them, and he has the 7PX, the like $800 Futaba. And he says, and this is a guy that, if you guys know anything about him or not, FYI, very technical guy. I call him the mad scientist, nutty professor, whatever. But anyway, he's the one that turned me on to all the fly skies, and I haven't had any issues, except certain issues with the IT4S. But I only use it for the Techno Truggy, or Technos. It will work great on Technos. Just I don't recommend the IT4S for vehicles that have the receiver towards the back by the engine. Just too much going on. So anyway, this radio, he said you might, I mean, you could buy probably 4 of these radios, almost as much you pay for the 7PX Futabas. They don't even come with a battery. I mean, this thing, look, I haven't charged this thing since I've got it, and I've used it plenty of times, and it's still pretty much fully charged. 4,300 milliamps. Come on, man. Look at that. You can plug a USB Look at that. Look at the plugs. You can use this as a power supply. Like say your phone died, you got your plug, bam, just charge it in there like that. Plug it in and charge it. I mean, and it has all the bells and whistles. Gives you the readings for when your battery's low, your receiver battery's low. I mean, these are just, and it's not plasticky, okay? It has aluminum. Most of the whole bottom base is aluminum. This whole wheel, around the wheel, it's all aluminum. I mean, this is a badass radio. For around 200 bucks, if you want to get it in the States, if you can find it, you're going to pay about $250. I paid 50 bucks more. You can get them overseas, but they're going to cost you a little bit less, but they're going to take forever. So I know a couple subscribers of mine asked about it, and I tried to help a couple guys out, but they're just all out. I got lucky and got it from a guy in New York, some private guy or whatever, but it was brand new, never opened, brand new in the box, everything. So I love this radio, man. When all this COVID-19 clears up, I'm going to get me another one. But anyway, back to what we're talking about. This thing here, you guys seen it. It's nasty. It's not even, the tune's not dialed in. I think it's an okay tune. Like I said, it's too dark. It's about going to get like completely dark in about 15 minutes or so. But I just wanted to run it and see, test. You want to test your tuning skills. Try it. Put any other carburetor that would fit. Like I said, the only two that I know besides the besides the X-Tech are this Kyosho. It's the one off the .25, ready to run Kyosho. You guys can see it. If you guys need part numbers, hit me up. I think I might have them still. So if you can't afford a Novorossy carburetor, because I mean, even at the cheapest, if you can find one, like hell no, you're not going to find one now. I have a couple of them, thank God. But you can get this carburetor. It's available. It's not going to be the best carburetor for the modded, but it works. But if you have a stock, definitely. I have videos, you guys can go look back. I can link them to anybody. I got to find out which one, I can't remember. But when I ran this thing on this exact same engine, when it was stock, the tune was way better than the X-Tech. Try the X-Tech if you have good luck, because, you know, like I've heard my engine builder and other engine builders say, sometimes you get the luck of the draw. Same thing with these LRP 32. Sometimes the sleeve's good, sometimes it's garbage. You know, so you never know. But anyway, this thing is nasty. Like I said, ceramic bearings, I don't want to say that's like increasing the performance, but it helps everything, just makes everything smoother. And this thing is nasty. And I have another one too that's not even broken in. And I was like, I don't want to break any more engines if I have to. And shout out to Nitro Mike, because he is the guy. He didn't tell me about this. He told me not to run this carburetor. But Nitro Mike was like, dude, instead of using the brand new one that you got, just take the old internals out of the other one that's modified and put it in this newer one, which is what I did. So this is like the newer outer part of the engine, the head and the block is the brand new one that I just got modded. But the internals are the old ones from the one that they're not old. They're still the internals of this, the first LRP that Lance did, which are the internals in here, they don't even have a gallon on them. Maybe a gallon. So it's still brand new. So why in the hell would I break in a whole another one when I still got a brand new one that's modded by Lance too? So I'm going to go ahead and I don't know if I'm going to run this carburetor. It's okay, but I just wanted to see if it would work and if it would tune. And like I said, the tune on it, as you guys seen, wasn't perfect, but it did work. But the bottom line is this thing is nasty. And I've got a 16. If I put a 17 clutch bell on this thing and put the Nova carb on her, I will put money. I would bet my Techno. I will spank anybody out there with anything you got. This thing is nasty, okay? And that thing is nasty too. But unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to get a full running of it today. I just did a box tune on it. Broken in a little bit too more, but like I said, you know, I mean, it's just, I didn't have enough time. But happy holidays to everybody. You know, shout out to all those people out there that you know, are spending the holidays hopefully with their family and their loved ones. Remember, man, there's way more important things in this hobby. And the most important thing in my life is first, God first, then my family, then others, then me. I'm like last. So I know people don't believe that, but you believe what you want. Like I said, proof is in the pudding. Actions speak louder than words. Too many people are letting their mouth write checks their ass can't cash. And some of them are freaking broke, so to speak, if you know what I mean. But anyway, more of this to come. I'm going to throw the Nova OC carburetor in there. We're going to probably just beat the hell out of this thing. I can't really do anything out here. It's just the grass is way too thick. This is truggy territory now. I don't know what's up with the maintenance. Usually they would mow the lawns out here in this area, but they haven't been. So anyway, I'm not going to complain. As long as I got street slicks, I've got a few of them, we'll just do speed runs. We'll see if we can get this thing to do 75, 80, I don't know, whatever. We'll gear it to the moon because that engine can pull it. And this buggy, this Kyosho mp9tki4 spec A is a nasty little mother. And so far, we've been putting her to the test. Remember, the first engine I ran in this platform when I got it was the RCR modded .28 Rex Legend. Now we just ran the RCR modded LRP .32, and she handled all of it. Like I said, if I could put my my Badlands on here, and this grass is not as thick, yeah, definitely we'll be sending this bitch as far as we can. We'll hit that little jump right there, and we'll try to fly over here somewhere. So anyway, that's all I got, people. Like I said, happy holidays to everybody. Catch you later in the week. Yes, we're going to... I might come out tomorrow, depending on how the weather is. It's just been really hot. Today was only like 100. So, all right, people. That's all I got. I got to get the hell out of here because it's getting dark. So anyway, that's all I got. Remember, nitro is the true and always will be the true glory. But e-buggy does pay the bills, just not on my channel. So, all right, people. Muggy's out. Look at that. Bam! You don't want none of this. You want none of this. This buggy will destroy anything. What? You don't want none of that. Bam, bam. All right, people. I'm getting delirious. I haven't eaten yet. All right. That's all I got. Peace.